Hey guys, it's SlimyDog here with another video, but this time we are not playing Pokemon Snakewood. Instead, we're doing Pokemon Online, um, which you can clearly see here. So, since I don't want to leave this to the end, I just want to say comment, rate, subscribe, and, rate. But I already said that. But starting off with the video, because I've already wasted enough of your time, it was a pretty decent battle, actually. About 10 minutes or so. So here I decided to switch into my Suicune because obviously super effectivity and all. But, he switches to his Suicune too, and, that's kind of, detrimental to my strategy. So, yep, that didn't really work out, and I had to switch out. So, I decided why not switch out to, let's see, who did I switch out to? I think it was my Gengar. Or no, I substitute, yes, because I expected like a Toxic or something, so I substituted. And I tried using Scald for no reason at all here, because his Lantern had Water Absorb, and he just took out my sub. So, I decided to switch into my Gengar, because obviously Gengar would have more chances since he has a Thunderbolt. So, if Thunderbolt hits, then that's probably going to be a one-hit KO. But once again, predicting a Thunderbolt, he switches out to, as you will soon see, his Landorus. And obviously Landorus is ground type, so it didn't affect him. And then he was really stupid because he used the Earthquake on a Gengar, and a Gengar usually has Levitate, so Earthquake wouldn't hit it. And either he was expecting the switch, or I don't know, but he tried using Earthquake on my Gengar, which kinda sucked. And then I switched into my Suicune trying to get a Scald. But once again, I believe he switches out to never realized battles were this long. Yes, he switches out to a Suicune. Okay, so he switches out to a Suicune, and now I'm telling myself, okay, this time I'm not gonna substitute. Instead, I'm going to use a move, or am I gonna switch out? I don't know. Yes, I'm gonna switch out. So I decide, why not switch out to my Ninetales, which can use Solar Beam. So I use Solar Beam, and I get a pretty decent hit, which was about 76%, as you can see there down in the bottom. Decide to use another Solar Beam, but he decides to switch out for no reason absolutely, because the Solar Beam did quite a bit of damage. And here I switched out when actually I could have given another Solar Beam and taken him down, but really, sometimes I don't know why I do this stuff. Okay, so I'm back again, and as you can see, I've switched out to my Ninetales for obviously to get another Solar Beam and to kill him, which, as you will see soon, a really pissing off thing happens. Let's see. Obviously my Ninetales is faster than a Suicune, so I'm gonna get the first hit, if this can happen. And if you wanted to know that, my parents just called because they wanted to know whether I was alive, and as usual I'm recording this when my parents aren't at home. So yeah, as you can see, 10%, that was how much health was left. And now he's faster than my Gengar, which I don't know why. I don't know why he's faster than my Gengar, but over here I decided to use U-turn on a Suicune. I know that's kind of stupid, I guess, but it might have been a one-hit KO, because that's the only 100 accuracy hit move that I guess would have done some damage to the Suicune. But of course, something for the better, for something that's good to me actually happened, which you will soon see. In about 5 seconds, I hope. Yep, see, he switches to a Slowbro, which is of course Psychic type, and Bug dog is super effective on Psychic. So, brilliant, I took down my first Pokemon. And he took down, like, 2 of my Pokemon. One of them's paralyzed, and I guess 1 or 2 of them are almost half health. Or maybe even worse. So here I switch out to my Gliscor, because he usually can take down a few people. And I'm waiting for him to switch, so he switches to his Suicune. And I probably switched out now. Or no, I do not switch out. Instead I switch out. Yep, I switch out because obviously if he uses an Ice Beam on me, it's a one-hit KO, which he did. But I switched out to my Suicune, which kinda sucks, because whenever I switch out to my Suicune to take the hits, nothing usually happens, because I eventually switch back to the same Pokemon, and the Pokemon eventually dies, and there we go. So I expected Thunderbolt here, switch out to my Gliscor, and nothing happened. Oh, and then there's 1 HP, just 1 HP. I was about to kill him. Once again, expecting the switch. I mean, I kind of realized the pattern here, so I switched out to my... I used Ice Beam again? Oh. And I guess he switches out. Or does he? Let's find out. Okay. This is taking a bit more time than I expected. It's already been like 6 minutes 30 seconds, but here we're just like having one of those pissing off battles where just trying to get that little amount of health, and he expected the Ice Beam because obviously he realized the pattern. So I decided to switch out to my Mienshao, and he uses Close Combat. I use U-Turn, which is obviously kind of useless, and I decide to switch into my Suicune. But he uses Close Combat again, but I survive the hit. I decide to switch out. No, I use Scald, but obviously he's faster than me. So he's probably gonna kill me now. If he can make his move. Anytime now. And obviously I'm post-recording this, and that's why I know what's gonna happen, because obviously I can read the future. But instead I cancel my move and decide to use Scald again. You know, sometimes I can just be so smart. Really, you know. Cancel my move, realize the mistake that I made, and then do the same thing all over again. But here I realized the mistake I made and used Earthquake instead of Rock Slide, because Rock Slide has a chance of missing. No chance of moving here. And here I guess I just decided to switch into Metagross so he can take the hit, but he dies. Nope, he doesn't die. I should actually prepare this a little more, because I am not prepared. Used Bullet Punch, but I died, obviously. See, stupid mistake. And I realized he probably didn't have any moves to counter me, so I decided, why don't I just go with the Rock Slide and see what happens. And then I cancel again and use Aerial Ace. I mean, it's kind of stupid sometimes, things that I do. Because obviously, the Rock Slide would have been much better for me. Or even Earthquake would have been useful. But no, I do not use Earthquake or Rock Slide for some stupid reason. And then I just decide, you know, why not just switch into use Earthquake. So I used Earthquake, took out his Lantern. That's 3 Pokemon down, whereas 4 of mine are down and 1 of them's paralyzed. And then, amazing, Earthquake kills his Infernape. You know, really amazing. He used Focus Punch for some stupid reason, but I took him down, and he had 2 Pokemon left. So those were his Landorus and I believe his Suicune. I'm not too sure, but I know his Landorus is still there, and I decide to pause, just checking something. I guess someone like Skyped me or something. But I paused there, and I used Rock Slide, took him out. Brilliant hit. And then finally Heat Trend, which he hadn't even used. And that won me the match. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Goodbye.